I just finished watching Mountainhead on HBO starring Steve Carell, Corey Michael Smith, Rami Youssef, and Jason Schwartzman. Here are my thoughts. There's like 20 minutes of a good movie in here. That could have made a good short film maybe. The rest of it is just the film is about these four friends who are all tech mogul billionaires who decide to have a mountain retreat, this kind of poker weekend thing. And as this weekend goes along, an AI that one of them released into the world is kind of wreaking havoc all over the rest of the world. And so the whole movie's like, oh, did you see this? Did you see this on the news? We don't care because we're billionaires. This is not a new concept for film. Maybe in terms of AI, this is a fairly recent film. This was made in the span of 6 months. Recent in terms of like cultural zeitgeist. So the fact that there's obviously something there, and this is a talented cast, and the movie's kind of just one location, all of them talking for the entirety of it, because what else could it be? It was quite a letdown and took multiple viewings to actually finish. But because of those 20 minutes, which are kind of towards the end of the second half and the beginning of the third act, which involves three of the guys trying to take over the other one's assets in terms of just tech, with a very radical plan that is fun to watch develop. But the fallout from it towards the ending of this film is just not really as satisfying as it should have been. And that's why ultimately I think this film as a whole was a letdown, and especially as a satire was not as satirical as I was hoping, as these great actors kind of just mope around with tech jargon dialogue. I think there are a lot better satires, especially as of recent, about just the state that the world is heading into, or I guess what it could head into. I think this film only really touches the surface of the threat of AI and doesn't really get too creative with it. Maybe it's more realistic. I didn't see it as much, but because the point of view was these four rich guys who all had their own little issues and problems and things mentally that they kind of explore, it's ultimately pushed to the side, especially towards the latter half of the movie, making it not matter. And the personal conflict between the four of these people kind of just devolves into, oh, let's make this deal. Oh, we can't make this deal. We don't like this guy. Oh, what are we gonna do then? And that back and forth, despite it being kind of a short movie, was not as enjoyable as it should have been. I ended up giving this movie a 2 stars. I think where this movie does succeed is that 20-minute portion. Obviously, it doesn't make up the rest of the film, and also this guy, Corey Michael Smith's performance, who kind of embodies the Chevy Chase role he played in Saturday Night. Not to say it's the same character, but his style of acting definitely fits with this archetype. But that's what I thought of the film. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? And of course, follow for more.